Have you ever felt like you don't fit in? Well, you're not alone. Meet the prophet Ezekiel.
Hello.
Ezekiel was a man who heard from God.
Yeah, I'm a prophet. It's part of the job.
That's true. Prophets are special messengers who hear from God in mysterious ways. But God's plans for Ezekiel, well, they were weird.
Weird? Like weird how?
Well, first God said to Ezekiel would be a lookout, a watchman for Israel. But the people were not going to listen to him or to God.
Great. So this job isn't going to be easy. Still, it's not exactly weird.
Wait for it, wait for it. Then God gave Ezekiel a scroll and told him to eat it.
Fiber. Not bad. Tastes kind of sweet.
But when Ezekiel realized the scroll contained bad news for Israel, it made Ezekiel's tummy hurt.
I don't feel so good.
Then God attached Ezekiel's tongue to the roof of his mouth, so he couldn't speak. And that wasn't all. Then God told Ezekiel to lie down on the job.
Lie down?
That's right. God told the prophet to lie down on his left side for 390 days, and then on his right side for 40 days. That's, 430 days. This showed Jerusalem would be attacked and held captive by their enemies for a total of 430 years. Then God had Ezekiel cook a meal.
Oh, good. I'm hungry. And I can cook. So that's no big deal.
That is no big deal. But the way God said to cook it, well, it was pretty strange indeed.
What do you mean?
Well, God said to light a fire using human excrement as fuel. Ezekiel was pretty upset about that. So God let him use cow excrement instead.
Oh. What? Excrement? Wait, you mean poo, right? God wants me to cook with poo and eat it?
That's what God said. Weird, huh? But still, Ezekiel obeyed God no matter what. The food cooked with, poo meant that Israel would have to eat unclean food with people who did not know God. Yes, God was speaking to his people through the strange behavior of Ezekiel. And God wasn't finished. Then God gave Ezekiel an amazing vision.
Whoa.
Water was flowing from the temple. A trickle at first, and then everywhere the water went, there was life.
Nice.
Then it was ankle deep. Then it was knee deep. Then waist deep. Until finally it was so deep, Ezekiel couldn't walk in it anymore. He could only swim.
Good thing I took those swimming lessons.
The water showed that the Spirit of God is life. And as we obey Him, we can go deeper and deeper. God wants us to wade so deep, we aren't in control anymore. God is.
Yep, living with God in control. It's the only way.
There's lots more, but we're out of time.
Really? How much more is there?
Well, let's see. More visions, warnings, messages of hope. Oh, and there's this time when Ezekiel saw a valley full of dry human bones.
Oh.
God told Ezekiel to speak to the bones and they would come to life. This meant there was still a future for God's people, even if things seemed hopeless and dead for now.
Ah, I like that.
Yes, God asked Ezekiel to do some pretty weird things, and because Ezekiel always said yes and obeyed God, the people of Israel received a warning and a message of hope from God who loved them.